First of all, thank you for having me this afternoon. Well, I'm the finance guy talking about the climate risk. So I think I will try to show some slide. Not a little bit different with Bu Francisca, but I want to show how Syariah principle helping us survive during the pandemic, and then how Sharia principle relevant to the three piece principle. So first, I would like to show the some financial information, of course, because I'm the CFO. So just to show you the numbers. So even we are really happy about the progress of Syariah banking in Indonesia. So if you see the chart that we are consistently growth above the conventional banking, and then even during the pandemic crisis. So just this is just a little information that Indonesian people respond very good on Sharia banking, and we understand that Indonesia is the largest Muslim population in the world. So this is something that actually really a big question for us, because currently our market share less than 10% in Indonesia. But we also see this as an opportunity, because again we are consistently grow better than conventional bank. And also I have a specific chart. Next slide, I think. How even during the pandemic we can survive. We can still maintain our growth, even our profitability still grow during the pandemic. I think not many bank in Indonesia can survive during the pandemic. It's not easy for all of us. But again, this is for me as the CFO of Mandiri Syariah, and also right now Bank Syariah Indonesia. It is really interesting how possible we can still maintain our performance during the pandemics. And then I think for me as a strategic guys, I think this is something that I really believe that actually if we are not only focused on the profit, but also if we focus also on the people, and also how we give a positive impact on the environment, it really helps us to survive. So Bu Francisca talking a lot about the risk from not doing a good thing for the environment. And in this slide, I want to show that by doing a good things, by become a responsible bank, it also help us to survive during the crisis, the economic crisis. So the performance, why Syariah principle important if we talk about the focus not only profit but people and also environment. If we see I want to show that just a very basic principle of Syariah banking. So in Syariah we do business by through three main principle. We call it fairness, balance, and benefit for wider people. So if we talk about, for example, for the profit and loss statement, even in the profit and loss, I think we have a different approach with a conventional bank. We have because even in our profit and loss, we concern on our stakeholder. For example, start from the profit, from the we call it net interest margin. Not our relationship with customer is basically profit sharing. So we are not promising any interest. We are not promising any benefit, but we call it a profit sharing. And this is important because during the pandemic, if our customer has difficulties, we share the pain. But during the good things, if something good happen, we share our profit. So this is like a fair relationship between us and our customer. And the second, from the perspective of employee, we also believe we have to be fair with our employee. So if we have a good performance, they will also have a good benefit, good reward from the company. And then I think the difference between the conventional bank is the main difference is we call it zakat. I think the only bank that pay zakat in Indonesia is only Syariah bank. So I think before we pay tax to the country, we have to pay zakat like a 2.5%. That this is directly contribute to we call it umat or people or environment. So I think by having this structure, we say that we try to implement directly embedded in our business about fairness, balance, and benefit concept. So this is very important. Yes, we can have like a policy. Yes, we can have like any kind of approach. But if it is embedded on the our operation, I think the fairness practice, the balance practice, and the benefit for all people, we can have embedded inside the company. And then in the next slide, I want to show you that, for example, in Sharia Bank, we are not allowed to give financing to non-halal industry. So if like Bu Francisca mentioned that in CIMB they already set of target segment that allow or not allow. In Sharia, it is very clear for non-halal industry we cannot give them any loan, or even we don't have any relationship with them. Means non-halal means we believe. I think as a Muslim we believe that non-halal we are not talking only about the alcohol or cigarettes but we also talking about the industry that friendly to environment. That kind of things is embedded in the concept business of Syariah Bank. Even there is a example how we have a different practice with a conventional bank. For example, if our customer that get a loan from us that they cannot pay, or that finally they have to pay penalty, or in Indonesia we call it denda gitu ya. In conventional bank, denda is part of their income. While in Syariah, we cannot. Yes, we charge denda or penalty, but we cannot use this as a revenue. So we have to use this denda for the social purpose. So this kind of practices, I think if a Syariah bank discipline using this concept, this Syariah bank can give a very significant impact for the social and environment. So in the next slide also I want to show you how we call it, how Tripis has a very strong relationship with the Maqasid Syariah, or Maqasid Syariah as a principle that we use in Syariah has a direct relationship with the Tripis concept. So even in Maqasid Syariah, I think the principle is we have to maintain the religion, maintain our soul, maintain our mind, and also maintain the property or the environment, and even maintain our descendant. So means if Syariah bank, if in Syariah bank practices, actually we have to implement Tripis strategy or concept. So we are not only try to get a profit, but also concerned about our people and also our environment. And again, this is something that really, for me, previously I'm from the conventional bank, this is really something that we believe in the future with the push from the government and also from the regulator, and by understanding that Indonesian people become more concerned about doing good things, Syariah bank become more relevant in the future. Next slide. Next. I just mobile banking, good. So this is another example what kind of practice we have in Syariah bank. So if you have a mobile banking from any bank in Indonesia, I think yes, you can do all the financial transaction. But by using a mobile banking from, for example, from Bank Syariah Indonesia, not only financial, but you can do also the social activities with our mobile banking. So we call it our strategy or our approach to our customer. is we are not your friend for your financial need, but we are also your friend to become a better Muslim and to become a better people. So, for example, for every transaction you do in our mobile banking, there will be additional offering to do like a donation transaction. So this is an approach that we believe in the future very important, because we believe Indonesian people that they really care about other people, they really care about the environment, and then as a result, for example, 2 days, around 150 to 200,000 of our customer, they use these features. I mean, they every day they do a donation, then and the size is quite big, quite big. I think in 1 year we can manage until 50 billion rupiah through our mobile banking. So, by having this approach, I think doing a good things through banking, I think it's something that we believe in the future become more and more important for us. And then for the sector that Bu Francisca already mentioned a very good example how choose a sector. I think in Sharia, back to the previous slide, I think we are now really focused on the sector that we believe bring a good things for Indonesia. So we really focus right now on education, health, and infrastructure. Why this sector is very important? Yes, we can do. We can have a policy about the sustainable finance. We can have the we can push all the financial institution to discipline on this practice. But again, at the end of the day, this depend on the people, depend on the is it Indonesian people understand about the importance of sustainable finance. So that's why we believe through by focusing on education and health and infrastructure segment, this is not only we are focused on a sector that has a positive impact on Indonesian economy. So this is something that we believe right now in Bank Syariah Indonesia, the sector that also friendly to our environment. And again,
excuse me, Pak Ade, 5 minutes more. Thank you.
Okay. Again, Bu Francisca mentioned about the capability. I totally agree with this. Yes, we have a very challenge, quite a big challenge on the capability of even in our organization to the quality of understanding about the employees about sustainable finance. We try to do some training and also sharing session, and I think back to the Sharia principle, it is not too difficult actually to convince our employee, because this is again aligned with our principle in Sharia banking. And then in the last slide, I think I just want to show next. Back. So by becoming Bank Syariah Indonesia, we are so excited because previously there is no single biggest Syariah bank in Indonesia. I think the biggest is Bank Syariah Mandiri, number 15 in Indonesia. And now by becoming together, we are currently number 7. And by become with economic of scale, by become the 7th largest bank in Indonesia, we believe Bank Syariah Indonesia can give a better impact to Indonesia by introducing, by promoting Syariah principle for Indonesian people, by by introducing a responsible bank, become more fair, more balanced, and give more benefit for Indonesian people, and of course for even if we have a very aggressive target in future, we want to become not only number 7, but inshallah we want to become number 5 in Big 5 in Indonesia, and we believe by doing a good things, by using a Sharia principle, it is very possible to achieve. I think that's my last slide. I think for the challenge, I totally agree with Bu Francisca and Pak Hernawan. That's also the same challenge we have in industry, also in Syariah industry, banking industry. Thank you, Rizkia. I think that's my presentation.